Hi, welcome to another episode of Unlocking Medicare with your host, Tyrone Carr. Today we're going to be unlocking Medigap Plan G versus Plan N. Now, what we know is that Medicare Plan G is probably the most popular plan there is when it comes to comparing all 8 plans that are available to anybody who is aging into Medicare here in 2022. And then N is becoming more popular as well. Now, as we look here on the board, here's the items that when you look at your Medicare New booklet, kind of breaks down as far as the gaps or the coverages within inside of Medicare Plan G and Plan N. We made this really simple. We wrote this out on the board. You have Medicare Part A coinsurance and hospital. Both Plan G and Plan N cover this 100%. We also have costs of up to an additional 365 days after Medicare benefits are used. Both Plan G and N cover that benefit at 100%. We work on down the list here. We have Part B coinsurance or copayment. Both plans G and N cover the benefit at 100%. Your first 3 pints of blood are covered at 100% both under Plan G and Plan N. Then we work down to number 4, Part A hospice care, coinsurance and copayment. Both plans cover that benefit at 100%. We go down to skilled nursing facility care, coinsurance. Both Plan G and N cover that 100%. We work our way down to Part A deductible. Both plans cover the deductible at 100%. Part B, here's the first benefit that is not covered by either Plan G or Plan N. And then we work our way down to Part B access charges. Plan G covers this, whereas Plan N doesn't. Now, I'm not a fan of Plan N versus comparing to Plan G. The reason for that is Plan G, as we work down our way down the list, Plan G covers everything 100% except for that Part B deductible. So if I have a question that is in a situation to where they end up in the hospital or there's unfortunate occurrence that happens, I can give them a definite answer as to what's going to be covered or what your cost is going to be. And for 2022, that Part B deductible is $233. Whereas when we're looking at Plan N, there is some uncertainty. For example, being that Part B excess charges are not covered. So some agents will tell you that the rate increases on these are very low, or in some states there isn't a rate increase. That depends on the state in which you reside in, because it comes down to claims. Now, here's where I'm not a fan of this. One, people don't really understand this or isn't explained properly. What are Part B excess charges? First of all, you have to meet your deductible first. Under Plan N, there's up to a $20 copay when it comes to doctor's office visits, whether it be primary care or a specialist. And again, that's up to $20. Now, with that, there is no cap to the amount in which an individual can be charged. Now, I use an example of a gentleman from a number of years ago, and at that particular time we were having this conversation, and this gentleman was aging into Medicare. At that time, there was a plan called Plan C that was offered that no longer exists as of January 1st of 2020. Now, what happened with that plan was that plan covered the Part B deductible, but it didn't cover the Part B excess charges. At that particular time, the Plan C versus the G was about a $7 price difference. So a lot of people would say, well, the Part B excess charges, I don't ever really come across that where that's an issue. I have friends, I have family members that have Plan C. They haven't experienced anything as far as outside of their pocket other than just paying the monthly premium. Understand this, the federal government designed and created these 2 plans, not the private insurance carriers. So there's a reason why Plan G exists versus Plan N. So here's a quick story. This particular gentleman was in a situation where he ended up having a heart attack. Ambulatory services, was admitted to the hospital, and because there is no cap to the Part B access charges, the gentleman was charged over $18,000 in access charges, all because he wanted to save $7. Now, that is your choice, but as an agent, it's my job to educate you so you can make an informed decision. G, I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, your worst case scenario is, outside of your monthly premium, is the Part B deductible. Some agents won't explain this to you, or I've had a lot of clients that were initially enrolled into a Plan N through an agent, and they were never explained what a Part B excess charges look like or what those costs potentially could be. Again, the whole reason why you purchase insurance is to transfer the risk from your pocket to the pockets of the insurance company. It kind of defeats the purpose if you purchase a policy that when you go to use it, if you don't have the proper protection in place. It doesn't matter whether it's a Medigap plan, if it's a drug plan, or if it's a home and auto insurance policy. Again, the purpose is to transfer the risk from your pocket to the pockets of the insurance carrier. So in a situation where you have this occurrence and now you want to transition into a higher benefit plan, you have to medically qualify. So that's what's concerning for me. As you're aging, do you want to put yourself in a position? I don't want to be in that position as an agent. That's why we're explaining to this first versus just making the suggestion and making certain that you're informed. The other area of benefit or a coverage that you don't have is there is a $50 emergency copay, but that copay is waived if you're admitted into the hospital. But again, my concern is the Part B excess charges because there is no cap. Now I know some agents will tell you that the rate increases are low. Again, that's a state-by-state basis. Whereas N, I just moved a couple clients, husband and wife. Ironically, he's a doctor, and they've been with me for now going 5 years. And these had almost $100 rate increase over that 5-year time span from the time which he aged into Medicare, and he was on a Plan N. That was their choice. I didn't recommend it, but that was his choice, and we actually moved him up to a Plan G and reduced their overall cost. And again, this can be managed on a year-to-year basis, so I do suggest having a conversation with your agent and just making certain that you're in the best possible situation. But make certain that you understand those costs as far as, or what's covered, I should say. So that concludes the explanation between a G and an N. And again, it's your choice what you choose to insure with as far as an N versus a G or a G versus an N. I do recommend a G because again, the whole premise is to transfer the risk from your pocketbook to the pockets of the insurance carrier. If you enjoyed today's video, please click the button below to subscribe to our channel. We post videos Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We look forward to helping to educate you so you're empowered to make an informed decision. And again, thank you for watching today's video, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you for checking our podcast today. We appreciate you, and please check out our website where we have future dates and times for our Medicare 101 seminars throughout the Metro Detroit area. So please check us out, come meet us in person. Look forward to meeting you in person. And again, tune into our next week's podcast as we dive deeper into Medicare. Thank you. Have a great day.